Hi all. Today I will tell you some facts about the special episode Harry Potter 20 years later, Return to Hogwarts. If you've already seen it or you're about to, leave your comments here. The video has a lot of spoilers on the Harry Potter movies. Before watching it, I highly recommend that you first watch all 8 of the Boy Who Survived films. And that's part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, I'll leave a hint in the upper right corner. Sit back, grab a snack, everybody enjoy this workshop of facts, and here we go. Fact 6. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. The third film was a transition. From a children's tale, the franchise turned into a teen fiction with lots of adult problems. It was for this that the producers needed another director capable of showing it all through the cinema screens. That became Alfonso Cuarón, a Mexican director known for his innovative storytelling. For the role of the godfather of Harry, not thinking twice, took Gary Oldman. According to the authors, it is one of the few actors who can play a versatile character. He immediately hit it off with all the actors and began to set them an example of real skill. According to Radcliffe, he just amazed the whole set with his performance along with Alan Rickman and David Thewlis. It is from them, all three learned the knowledge that is then used to create the following paintings. Of course, not without telling the most popular story of Prisoner of Azkaban. Cuarón once gave an assignment, to write an essay about his characters, Harry, Ron and Hermione. Emma Watson wrote a huge 12-page essay, Daniel Radcliffe only wrote half a sheet of A4 paper, and Rupert Grint did not take the job at all. He explained that Ron Weasley would never do such nonsense. Fact 7. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The producers decided to bring in theatrical director Mike Newell to direct the 4th film. The actors call him the most energetic and explosive director they have ever worked with. He brought incredible insanity to the set. In one scene, he visually decided to show how to engage in a fight and even broke a few of his ribs. The actors admit that the Goblet of Fire was a real hormonal surge for them. After all, they too were going through puberty, just like the characters in the books. They learned to communicate with the opposite sex and felt constant discomfort. On one filming day, Professor McGonagall had to teach Ron Weasley the basics of dance, and it was a real challenge for Rupert Grint. The Phelps twins decided to mock the actor and lied that they had practiced for 6 whole weeks before and could already dance. Basically, they did the classic Weasley thing. Tom Felton and Emma Watson especially bonded over the 4th movie. Even though there were never any romantic overtones between them, they still love each other. The actors became a real family and were constantly looking out for each other on the set. Ralph Fiennes told how he became Voldemort. Like many others, he was convinced to go to the audition by his relatives. After that, he read several books, talked to Rowling and decided to play one of the most powerful wizards of all time. According to the artists, during the filming he scared absolutely everyone with his snake noises and whispering voice. It was a perfect hit with the character. Fact 8. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Memories of filming Part 5 were a real outlet for Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix Lestrange. She immediately recalled asking Radcliffe for her autograph after her final day of work. Daniel wrote her practically a declaration of love and remarked that he wished he had been born 10 years earlier. Helena really liked those words. She even wanted to print them out and hang them in her bathroom. Dear HBC, I'm happy to have worked with you in Pairs and in Steam. You got steamed up with your Hold My Coffee, but I love you anyway. I love you so much, and I wish I'd been born 10 years earlier. Maybe then I would have had a chance. Love you. Thank you for being so cool. According to director David Yates, they gave Bonham Carter complete creative freedom. She could do anything. Dance, scream or be crazy. Jason Isaacs, Lucius Malfoy, noted that in scenes with the actress trying to capture the attention of the audience, but he did not have a single chance. Even before filming began, Emma Watson announced that she wanted out of the franchise. It was at that moment that Radcliffe, Grant and Felton realized how lonely the actress was at that moment. After all, not only was she the youngest of the entire cast, but she was also quite withdrawn. According to Radcliffe, at that moment no one even thought about it, because everyone was struck by the enormous popularity. After this situation, the actors became even closer, and Watson ended up playing her role to the end. A wonderful situation happened to Evanna Lynch. She was an ordinary English girl who adored the Harry Potter universe and often corresponded with Joan Rowling. After a while casting for the role of Luna Lovegood, a rather strange and vague girl, Lynch immediately went to the audition and impressed the producers, as a result getting the role. According to her story, she didn't even have to try. At the audition, she just stared at Radcliffe and forgot her lines because she was used to seeing the actor on the other side of the screen. Don't forget to like this vid and subscribe to the channel and comment, it would be my pleasure. Fact number 9. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Part 6 deals with a lot of adult things, including Harry's true love, Ginny Weasley. Their relationship developed very slowly and imperceptibly. Rupert Grint did not even expect such a development. According to Radcliffe, the most difficult moment was the kissing scene of the characters. After all, the actors have known each other for 6 years, and now they suddenly have to kiss each other. In The Half-Blood Prince, the role of Draco Malfoy has finally become one of the most important roles in the universe. According to David Yates, Tom Felton got so into the character that they felt like he was the one becoming the Death Eater and regretting his kinship, not his character. The crew also honored the departed actors. They noted that the stars had taught them a great deal and they mourned the loss to no end. Fact 10th. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. The authors combined the final 2 pictures into one, as it was in the book. First of all, the actors noted that starring in the film was very hard. They were beginning to realize that their common adventure was coming to an end. And the characters found themselves in difficult situations and constant disagreements, which had almost never happened before. In one such scene, Ron decides to leave his friends and transgress away. Harry and Hermione are left alone and continue their journey. In one scene they start dancing. According to Radcliffe, it was the director's idea. In this way, Harry manages to distract Hermione from all the misfortunes that have happened to them lately. The most difficult scene for Grint and Watson was, of course, the kissing scene. The actors were preparing for it for several weeks. The director even talked to both of the actors on this subject in private. The crew felt as if they were preparing for an incredibly important sports tournament. To make matters worse, it seemed like the entire Warner Brothers crew was there to film the moment. However, the guys got it right from the first take. Emma Watson took on that crazy passion rush. One of the most emotional moments in Deathly Hallows is definitely the scene where Harry tells his friends that he has to go to Voldemort alone. His friends offer to go with him, but the hero rejects the offer. At this point, Hermione jumps into Harry's arms. At this moment, Watson said goodbye not only to him, but to the entire magical franchise. The cast talked about the final day of filming. They filmed the jump into the magical fireplace. After it, you kind of find yourself in a different world, which is exactly what happened to the actors. They found themselves in a world without filming Harry Potter. The film crew could not contain their emotions, because they had watched each other grow up for the past 10 years. In the finale, the artists thanked each other and all the people involved in the franchise. Even though the trio doesn't see each other very often, they will always be a part of each other's lives. It's been a very good 10 years. This is the end of the second part about the facts about the new special episode Harry Potter 20 Years Later, Return to Hogwarts. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, comment. I'm very pleased to know your opinion on this video. Until new facts, bye everyone.